Feels like it's been forever since we tied up. I just got the stern line on here, so that's ready. And Herby's getting the spring line all ready. And then we're gonna go right on into there. It's a private little marina. It's got 15 slips and it's some guy's private house, and he's been nice enough to let us use it.
So our plan is to tie up to the T-head on that pier on the starboard side. So in preparation, we have a stern line, spring line, and bow line set, along with a whole bunch of fenders.
Shut up and sit down.
Cape on spring water is the reason the whole resort started a few hundred years ago in the first place. It was discovered by Native Americans before the United States was even a thing. And it has continued to heal people as they come to this resort every year for a lot of them. So my family comes here every year, and we want to make sure we have the most pure, wonderful, healthy, healing water that we can on this long trip that we're about to take. So what we're doing is we're taking our bladder tanks, and this is an area where we're able to fill up with Cape on water on our way home. So we're taking advantage, and we're filling, how many of these guys do we have?
6.
We're filling 6 of these guys to the brim with this amazing healing Cape on water. And we're just gonna, this is gonna be our drinking water for as long as it lasts.
Today everyone's infatuated with looking at the sun, which is a dumb idea, because of the eclipse. And their whole thing is they want to see the solar eclipse happen as the moon passes in front of the sun. Instead of looking at the sun through sunglasses or with my naked eyes, like a lot of people I've seen on the roads doing, I'm using a sextant, because this is designed to look at the sun, and it has special filters to allow you to safely look at the sun. So I just want to show you guys the view that I've been watching as the sun has been covered by the moon during this eclipse. So there you can see inside the scope the crescent of the sun. Now I have all the filters set for the horizon view. That way it's a nice black background. Otherwise you'd be looking at ropes and everything that you can see in the background in this footage. So that is the sun being partially eclipsed as we see it here in Maryland, safely viewed through a sextant. To safely do this, you can see I have on the mirror part, I have all the filters down, so it's completely obscured. And then on the reflective part, which is the part that you aim at the sun, I only have one blue, an amber, and a black filter in place. This filter is removed because if it were placed, it'd be just way too dark to see anything. So the way a sextant works, you look in through the eyepiece here, which shoots over and looks at this mirror, which on this sextant, it's a half mirror. So you look through the mirror out into the horizon, and then you also look at what is reflected up at this mirror as the light goes through those filters, and that mirror looks right at the sun. So down at the bottom, you'll see a bunch of numbers on a gauge, and that allows you to swing this top mirror to change its angle to the horizon. And that is how a sextant works. You measure the sun's angle to the horizon, and from that and time, you're able to find your position. While we don't have a diesel motor, and our motor runs on electricity, our heat source is diesel. Now, since it's our heat source, I prefer using green diesel because it burns a lot cleaner and it doesn't soot up as much. When we've run red diesel through the heater in the past, it sooted up in, sadly, a matter of hours, and it would actually foul up so bad that it stopped working within a week. So red diesel is easy to get because you just pull up to a fuel dock and fill up with it, but it soots up the heater and causes a whole lot of problems later on down the road. Green diesel, on the other hand, is ultra low sulfur, which is why it's allowed for street use, and it doesn't soot up that much. We actually run, after that little fiasco with the red diesel, we exclusively run the heater on green diesel now, and we actually don't need to clean it much at all. The last time I cleaned it was about 2 years ago, and it just runs great. So based on that horrible experience we had with the red diesel, we strictly burn green diesel now. The issue is, green diesel is about $2.50 here in the US at the time. In Europe, it's, I looked it up, and it's about $1.90 a liter, and it's 4 liters to a gallon. So you can see how it's much more expensive in Portugal than it is right here. Now, we're not gonna need it now. I mean, it's hot, but when we're crossing the Atlantic and it starts becoming fall and early winter, we're gonna need our heat. So we're gonna need all the heat we can get. So to save on the money later, we're filling up the boat now. So right now I'm putting in gallon number 75. Today was one of those days where I set off with the best of intentions of doing a lot, and sadly only scratched one thing off the list, and because it took all day to do. So we got back from Cape On, from the family reunion, and we're gonna be on the boat in the marina for one more week, and then we'll set sail on Monday. I've spent all day since 7 a.m. and now it's 4 p.m. running back and forth to the gas station, filling these jerry cans. On the list of stuff to do before we set out and leave the country is to get some new glasses. So we joke around that, like, oh, we can't see, we're blind, we're a bunch of nerds who read too much and our eyes are shut. But Maddie's eyes really are bad. I can spot buoys way off in the distance. I just can't read what number they are without the scope. Maddie doesn't even see the buoys. They're just all a blur to her. So we're gonna go to an eyeglass center and get her some glasses and prescription sunglasses. That way in the bright sun, she can still see what's out ahead of us. So we're back in the city, and it's the hustle and bustle, and people are all in a hurry, and I am just itching to set sail again.
After we got our glasses and sunglasses, we ate at our favorite Ethiopian place in Baltimore called Tabor. Next time on Sailing Wisdom, we'll give a thorough explanation of our electric motor and how we plan on crossing an ocean with it. Thanks so much for watching. And if you want to become a sailing buddy, you can click the link down below to our Patreon account.
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. And when you click subscribe, make sure you click on the little bell in the annotation. That way you get notifications as soon as our next video is uploaded.
Thanks so much.